Good afternoon, world. It's Ivan Amara. It's coming at 5 o'clock. Like, it's 4:30 right now. I just got back from my shift at Coco 40. Was today busy, Ivan? Today was pretty busy, but it wasn't like crazy busy. But closing was crazy. It took me like an hour and 40 minutes to close at Coco 40. I started washing dishes at about 2 o'clock. I ended at 3:40. It took me an hour and 40 minutes to close. That's why I'm looking for another job, because Cobra 40, even though I like working there, man, I'm so exhausted right now. I'm so tired. The work there is too much, man. It's too much fucking work. I'm gonna apply to McDonald's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna apply there tomorrow at the McDonald's. And I might apply at the AMWs in Vanya near Darcy. I'm gonna apply there too. Obviously. Yeah. You don't like my over 40? I like working there, but the work, dishwashing there is just too much, man. And the work there is too much. I have to wash all the dishes. I have to take out all the garbage, man. It's crazy. Sometimes the guys help me out with dishes, obviously. They help me out, but it was still a lot of work when I closed. It took me like an hour and 40 minutes to close. It was crazy, man. Yeah. There's a reason why all the dishwashers who work at Coco 40, they quit. Because the work there is too much. It's Denny's is a lot of work, but it's not the kind of work like Coco 40, man. Because Coco 40, because they close at 2:30, it means you have to clear everything in the dish with you. They bring like a bunch of kitchen dishes, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of dishes, and you have to clear the whole dish pit. Whereas Denny's, I work from 8 to 3, I have to clear the dish pit, like wash all the kitchen dishes that they bring, but at 3 o'clock I'm out of there. It's not as bad. Denny's is a lot of work too, but it's not the kind of work like Coco 40. Coco 40 is crazy, man. It's fucking a lot of work, man. Especially weekends. And now because Anthony quit, now I have to work Saturdays, man. And I feel for Anthony, man. I feel for you, Anthony, man. It's not fun working Saturdays alone, man. That's why Anthony quit. Because he got a better job that pays more. And he's like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to work anymore. Yeah, because hopefully the work is too much. It's crazy. That's why everyone who works there, they quit. Yeah. All the dishwashers who work over, they all quit, man, because the work there is too much. And I now understand why the Coco 40 boss hired me, because they didn't have a dishwasher at that time. They had Anthony, but Anthony was sick, so they had no dishwasher, which means the other guys had to do the dishes. That's why he hired me on the spot. You know what I'm saying? I worked there for 2 years, man. Holy shit, man. Coco 40 is a lot of work, man. It's tiring, man. I am exhausted. I have like no energy. And I work tomorrow. I also work Monday, man. Oh. Yeah. You like people that are Ivan? Yeah, I like the people. The people there are very nice. It's like a family there, but washing dishes there is not fun, man. It's dirty work, man. It's so tiring. Especially when you close. And after you close, you gotta take out the garbage. Today they did the garbage for me, but I have to take out a bunch of garbage today earlier. During the earlier part of my shift, I took out a bunch of garbage and cardboard. It's crazy, man. I took out like, I don't know, like 6-7 bags of garbage and a bunch of cardboard. Yeah. And my body was tired, man. Right now I'm so exhausted. I have like no energy. And I work tomorrow alone on a Sunday, man. Fuck me, man. That's why I'm gonna apply to McDonald's. I'm done with Coco 40, man. Coco 40 is too much work, man. I like work. I like the people there. The people that are very nice, the family, but the work is too much. I'd rather flip burgers than wash dishes. Yeah. Even though McDonald's is crazy busier than Coco 40, I only flip burgers, right? Flipping burgers is not as tiring as washing dishes. That's my point, right? Yeah. I have one beer. And that's why God gave the keys, Ivan. That way, because he knew the gatekeepers were locked doors. Knew, yeah, if I didn't come here with the keys, I'd either be working minimum wage for the rest of my life, or I have to sell to the gatekeepers. But if I sell to the gatekeepers, I'm sharing with a garbage Victoria Justice. We don't get HR, so the relations restored. We don't get the going boogie and all that stuff. And they're gonna steal all my money and give me the peanuts, like $10 million, and they take my billions. That's why I came with the keys of what the keys don't do me. Because I'm sick and tired of doing these shitty minimum wage jobs for very little money. I work my ass off and I get peanuts for it, man. Like, dishwashing is fucking dirty work. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, yeah. Alright, seriously, if you get the McDonald's job, you're going to quit Coco 40. Yes, I will. If I get the McDonald's job or the A&W's job, I'm quitting Coco 40. I'll give the boss, okay, I can work for you for 2 weeks, but like I got another job, and he's like, why are you quitting? And I'm like, yeah, dishwashing is a bit tough on my body. It's dishwashing here is a lot of work. It's too much work, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, man. And I work so hard for little money. I make like my $600, my $500, my $700 for dirty work. I'm doing more work than all these guys who have 9-to-5 jobs who make 40, 50, 60, 70K a year. I'm doing more work than all those guys. Yeah, dishwashing is like the toughest job, one of the toughest jobs in the world to do. There's a reason why nobody wants to be a dishwasher. When they apply to a restaurant, they avoid being a dishwasher because no one likes washing dishes, man. Washing dishes is the worst job in a restaurant, by far, man. It's the worst job in the restaurant. It's not fun, man. And if you're the dishwasher, they make you do all the dirty work. They make you take out the oil. They make you do the garbage. Sometimes they even make you mop. That's why I like Dinty's more than Coco 40, because Dinty's I don't have to do the order. When the order comes in, I don't have to do the order. Whereas Coco 40, I have to do the order sometimes, obviously. I don't do it all the time. Most of the time I do the order. They make me do the order. They make me take out all the garbage. And sometimes they also make me mop. Yeah. That's why God gave me the keys to the kingdom. That way I can own my life. I wrote the Xanus book. The brand is mine, and those blades are me, VJ. I'm not going to let you take control over my book. I'm going to tell the gates that when you lock doors, have me work shitty jobs for blood, sweat, and tear jobs for shitty money, man. Making my $800, $700 while you make your tens of trillions every year. I'm not going to let you take my blades off my book. Zero. One of the Xanus books for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching my money. There you go. My money, it's not yours. Yeah. Oh, the $10.5 billion I make off the book, that money's from you, VJ. You're not touching it, man. You're just a greedy pig, man. Greedy psychopath. You want to take my money when you already make your trillions around the world because you're fucking greedy. Because the gates are used to controlling all the money in the world, they also think they deserve to control my money, but you don't deserve to control my money. You're not God, man. You didn't create this place, man. This may be your house, but you didn't create this house. Without me, you wouldn't even have a world to make your money. I created the universe and I created the earth with VJ, and we're bigger than you. You don't deserve to control our money, man. You're not God. You did not create this place, man. You may be the gatekeeper, the God of the mice of the world, but you're not the God of the universe. You didn't create this place. And you don't deserve to control my money. Yeah, there you go. I have the keys on myself. You don't even understand. Yeah. After this, I'm going to clean my room a little bit because the folks took my Chromecast yesterday. I was so pissed. So I have to clean my room. Yeah. Yeah. Were you guys impressed why I showed my book? I'm impressed. Your book is sick, I know. And that scene I showed you yesterday, that's the beginning of X of Savage. That scene is not as interesting, obviously, but it's still entertaining enough to keep you hooked. Yeah. My book is a masterpiece. Alright. I haven't shown us more. No, I'm going to be strict. I'm not showing you more. I already spoiled a bit of the story for you. I don't want to spoil more story for you, man. You'll certainly read my book. I won't spoil the story for you. Some Sarah? Looking at the best man's overrated, man. A masterpiece, man. A masterpiece. Your stepmother really say your book's number one. Yeah, she did. So your Xanus is number one in Hollywood Love Your Story, which means my brand is bigger than Marvel, Star Wars, the big brand, man, the biggest brand in the industry, and the best brand in the industry. And Xanus is the best fantasy story ever told, man. You're looking at a better movie than even the Avengers movies. The Avengers movies were good movies, but they're not masterpieces, right? The story is not necessarily the greatest story. They're good movies, but I wouldn't really call the Avengers movies masterpieces. But they're really good movies, obviously. Now, I think Lord of the Rings is better than the Avengers movies, obviously, right? And Star Wars originals are better than the Avengers movies. So I'm saying, those are masterpieces. Whereas the Avengers movies are just fun, great, entertaining movies to watch. They're not necessarily masterpieces. The story isn't really complex. It's not really a masterpiece of a story, right? Yeah. Looking at a better movie than all movies, yeah, man. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, looking at a masterpiece. That's why my stepmother told me your book's number one, Ivan. Yeah, it's number one, my book. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so tired. Oh. You have no energy, I even know. When I walked home, I was struggling to walk. My body was just done, man. My body was finished, man. I was so tired because the work at Over 40, it's getting to me, man. It's a lot of work, man. Over 40, man. Yeah, man. They make you do the order. Yeah, at Over 40, I don't do the order all the time, but most of the time I'm the one who does the order. They make me do the order, yeah. Whereas Dinty's, I don't have to do the order. When the order comes in, I don't have to do it. I don't do the order at Dinty's. The bosses do it, and the other guy does it. And whenever they do the boxes, they break down all the boxes for me at Dinty's. I only have to take out maybe like 6 garbages, but the garbages are not that heavy. They're not that heavy garbages. I take out quite a bit of cardboard, but they break the cardboard for me. You know what I'm saying? I also get tip at Dinty's. That's why I like Dinty's more than Whole Footy, because the only thing I like better for Whole Footy, I get my 30-minute lunch break, which is nice. That's the only thing I like better about Whole Footy, but everything else, I prefer Dinty's over Whole Footy, obviously. And Cobra Footy has a nicer kitchen, a much bigger kitchen, a nicer kitchen, a bigger dish pit area. They have a huge dish pit area, as you guys saw in that video I made like 2 years ago. Yeah, I have a lot of room for the dish pit, whereas Dinty's has a very small dish pit, obviously. I prefer Dinty's over Whole Footy. Dinty's doesn't stress me out as much as Whole Footy. Whole Footy, when I work there, especially weekends, I'm stressed out, man. Because Anthony fucking quit, man. I have to work Saturdays alone. And that's why I'm looking for another job. I can't take this anymore, man. The work's too much. It's tough on my body. It's very tiring, yeah. They hired a black American guy. I worked with him last Saturday. He quit that very day. He didn't like working there. Yeah. All the dishwashers who work over 40, they end up quitting because the work there is too much. It's too much work, man. Yeah. That's why I'm not gonna let the gates touch my money. You have me work these shitty jobs. I work my ass off for peanuts. I'm not gonna let you take my billions. No, wait, man. You make your choice around the world. The billions off the book is for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're not touching my money, man. Yeah, man. After locking all doors, me having me work minimum wage for peanuts, and while I'm poor, you also take my money. You think I'm gonna let you take my billions? I'm like, you're crazy. The Xanus brand's mine. It's not yours. The masterpiece I wrote's mine. It's not yours. You're not touching my money, man. 0. There they go. You won't let me touch your money, and you think I'm gonna let you touch my money? You're crazy. You won't let me touch your money. You lock it with me. You're not touching the money off my book either. This is my brand, it's not yours. I have the keys. I'll have to sell to you. Yeah. What if the gates want half? 0. They're not getting a dime off my money, man. You won't let me touch a dime off your money. You're not touching a dime off my blades on my book either. Zero. I wrote the book. You didn't write it. The Xanus IP is Xanus is mine. It's my brand. It's not yours. The masterpiece I wrote is mine. It's not yours. I know you can't stand the fact that me and VJ being multi-billionaires for an ongoing beauty. If you don't like it, that's tough. You have your trillions in your bank. You're 100 trillion in your bank, whatever it is. And you want to take, my 10, 15 billion on my book because you're fucking greedy, man. You know. He's like, I was maybe off your book, by the way. I made $50 billion. You made $50 billion off your book. I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit. That's a massive, that's a lot of money. I know. You can start scratching the table with that money. And fund Zane's for $2 billion. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys don't understand why I said my book is better than Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, The Way of Kings. You guys don't see what I'm saying? It's true. Yeah, Ivan. Your book's fucking entertaining. I know my book's an entertaining read. It's a masterpiece, man. The best fantasy novel written. Even the sections of my book that are not that interesting, as I showed you guys yesterday, they're still entertaining enough to keep you hooked, right? That scene you read in the beginning of the Exit of Salaries, that's one of the least entertaining scenes in that chapter. And yet it's still entertaining enough to keep you hooked and turning the page, because my book's a masterpiece. Even my less interesting sections of my book are still entertaining reads. Entertaining enough to keep you turning the page. My book's a masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, if you get the McDonald's job and you tell your boss, he'll be a bit pissed off. Yeah, he might be a bit pissed off. He's like, fuck, man. He knows, yeah. He's like, why? Why are you quitting? And I'm like, yeah, the work's a bit tough in my body. I'm going to tell him that, yeah. He's like, Ivan, like, I can do dishwashing. I'm like, look, man, there's a reason why all your dishwashers in the past quit Cocoa Fruity, because the work here is too much, man. The dishwashers do all the dirty work, man. I have to take out all the fucking garbage most of the time. Sometimes they help me out with the garbage. But most of the time, I have to take out all the garbage and a bunch of cardboard. You also make me do the order. Whereas the line guys, they don't have to do shit. The line guys, the only tough work the line guys have to do is just clean the kitchen area, which is not that bad, right? You just clean and put the food in the fridge. And you clean the oven. And you make bacon. Whereas me, I have to wash like a shitload of dishes, take all the garbage. And sometimes they also make me mop. And I also do the order too. They also make me take out the oil, which is unfair. Like, why the fuck do I have to take out the oil? When you guys are the one working in the kitchen, you should be taking out the oil. Why are you making me take out the oil? Because they're fucking lazy, man. The line guys are lazy fucking people, yeah. Why, if you take out the oil for me, I'm like, well, one of these days I'm going to tell them, look, man, why don't you take it yourself, man? This is your job. You work in the kitchen. Why are you making me take out the oil, man? Like, I'm stressed out enough. I have to wash a lot of dishes. Why are you making me take out the oil? Because you're fucking lazy. Yeah. Yeah, man. They also make me grab food in the fridge when they can easily grab it themselves. Yeah. Like, sometimes I hear them like, Ivan, can you get me eggs? Can you get me fruit? I'm like, look, man, the fridge is right there. It takes 30 seconds to get the fruits. Why are you calling me all the way from the dish pit to get the stuff for you? Because I'm lazy, Ivan. Yeah, you're lazy. You don't want to take the food yourself because you're lazy. You let me do all the dirty work. Hence why Coco Foodie is a lot of work, man. They make me do everything, man. And hence why the gates aren't touching my book. The billions off the books for me, it's not for you, man. You made me work these shitty jobs my whole life, making like 900, 800 bucks, 1,000 every 2 weeks. The billions off the books for me, you're not touching my money, man. You have your trillions in your bank. This money's mine. It's not yours. You're not touching it. There you go. Don't hate him. Then yeah. Zane's brand's mine. It's not yours. So even if they scare you and threaten you with that, you're not gonna let the games do that. No, because I'm gonna have that flash over my life, what I went through in my life. You know what I'm saying? Me struggling in school, the embarrassing moments in my life. You know what I'm saying? My family yell at me, telling me to do something good in life, telling me I'm a failure when the locker doors on me, putting me in the hospital, having the cops peppers for me and arrest me, hiding your wealth from me. I find out you're not the gatekeeper, working like my ass off, all these minimum wage jobs for peanuts. Like I work my ass off at these jobs and I get peanuts for it. And I wrote this A's book and I have keys. I'm like, no way I'm not letting you touch my money, man. No way. You're not touching the dial on my money, zero. The money not supposed to be just not for you. You're not touching my money, man. I don't know, the 15 billion bucks, 20 billion bucks off the books for me, you're not touching it. There you go. You have a choice, this money's mine, it's not yours. There we go. Oh, and how good's your book? Well, you guys read sections of my book. My book is so good when I release it, when I self-publish my book on Lulu, I release it on Lulu for the world to buy. Once the English-speaking world reads my book, you're looking at a public embarrassment in the industry. Because no author kept the reader hooked the way Ivan did, entertained the way Ivan did. These books feel like normal to read my book, man. There's something unique about my book. With the characters up on the page, it feels fresh, it's so entertaining. These other books, they don't have that feel. They have more of that dry feel, and it feels a bit more boring when you read it. They're masterpieces too, but they're not on the same level as mine. My book is a better book than all those fantasy novels, man. And you guys read such my book. You guys don't see what I'm saying. It's true. Yeah, Ivan, your book is sick. Yeah, my book is sick. Obviously, it's a sick book. It's a masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. My book is a masterpiece. So I do think you'll make, yeah, I'll probably make my 10 billion to 14, 50 billion to 20 billion. Or if everyone in the world buys it, which I highly doubt it because they don't speak English, me and VJ will make our like 80, 90, 100 billion off the book. If everyone in the world buys it, I'll make like my 100 billion around there, right? Yeah. But it's highly unlikely because the people in the world who don't speak English are not going to buy my book. They don't. My book's in English. They can't read the book if they don't understand English. They're not going to buy it. Like, why would I buy a Spanish or French book? No, I don't understand Spanish. I don't understand French. Yeah, I understand a little bit of French, but I don't understand French enough to read a book. Right? I don't have a clue what they're saying. And it's the English speaker will not buy my book. Hence why it narrows it down to 10, 14, 20 billion off the book. Probably maybe 50 billion bucks I make. Yeah, he's all right. How much money you made? By the way, I made $50 billion. You made $50 million off your work? Oh yeah. She's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. I made a lot of money. Yeah. Are you gonna share that with me? I'm like, yeah, I will. Are you gonna share mine with me too? Yeah, I'll share mine with you, Ivan. Yes, I will share mine with you, VJ. Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Next week, I want to start going over Volume 3. I already went through the first, like, almost about the first 2 chapters of Volume 3. So, yeah, I'm going to go over, polish it up, the dialogue, obviously. Like, that way, you know, because some sections of the book, I don't really I don't show you who's talking. You can tell who's talking by the flow of the dialogue, obviously. I want to fix that. I'll make sure everything is good before I send it to the proofreader. But I have to save, like, $2,000. Because the gates are wicked people. They sabotage my tax, so I have to pay. I only have to pay $480 because the $400 I was supposed to get last month in April for my tax, they used that to pay off half the amount. So now I owe them like $400 something. So every paycheck I'll put $60 towards paying it off. Only $400 I have to pay off, right? It's not bad, right? The gates are wicked people, man. They sabotage my tax. Yeah, don't let Ivan get his like $3,000-$4,000. Make him owe the government money there. Because if Ivan gets his $4,000, he can get his book proofer with that money. Sabotage his tax. Because they're wicked people, man. Yeah. Do you know it's a sabotage? I know it's a sabotage because I paid all my fucking taxes, man. Every time I get my checks, I always see the tax deductions. So I paid all my taxes, and the government says I owe them money. It's bullshit. The gates sabotage my tax. They're wicked people, man. Yeah. Because VJ family and my family, they even have power over the government, man. Like, you know, they have power over the prime ministers, the presidents. VJ's family and my family have power over even Donald Trump, the president of the United States, and the president of Canada. All the prime ministers and presidents in the world, they have power over all those guys. They're the gatekeepers, man. They're the big boss. They're the boss. They control all the money in the world. Yeah, they're fucking powerful people, man. That's why V is running with me once I pay the fee, because she's going to find out how rich her family is once I pay the fee. Her family's true nature will come on, obviously. You think you can have Ivan out yourself, you should share those, VJ, you know what I'm saying? And she's going to find out how rich her family is. That's why once I pay the fee, VJ takes her things and she runs away with me, yeah. Because everyone in her life will turn on her when I pay the fee. All hell breaks loose when I pay the fee, right? Yeah. That's why once I pay the fee, because everyone turned on VJ in her life, she takes her things and she runs with me once I pay the fee, obviously. And you made her pay a price too. Obviously. I'm sorry, sweetie man. I'm not interested in fucking all these Hollywood women. The world's crazy. All I want is just one girlfriend. But the world is crazy. They're gonna make me pay, and then all the Hollywood women are gonna be lined up to have sex with me because I made a mess, man. Yeah, fucking crazy people. Yeah. So VJ knows she got duped. Yeah, she knows she got duped by the gatekeepers. Yeah, Ivan woke me up. It all makes sense. I have the keys to the kingdom only worth $12 million. The gates lock the doors on me. Yeah, the family's lock the doors on you, VJ. They'll never let you make your billions. Because they have, even when you sell them, they won't let you make your billions because they have an envy. They don't want me or you being. They don't mind us being millionaires, but they don't want us being multi-billionaires, like rich like that, right? Being like a multi-billionaire where you own your own jet, your $600 million house. They don't want us living that life. They have an envy. Hence why they lock the doors on VJ and they lock the doors on me. Yeah, that's why God gave me the keys. And VJ wants a piece of the billions of my book. The $15 billion I make off my masterpiece, he wants a piece of that, VJ. Yeah, I want a piece of Ivan's billions off his book. I want to live that multiple life. I want to get my freedom. I want my financial control with him. Yeah, she wants her financial control with me, obviously, VJ, right? Hence me and her being king and queen. We control our own money. When we're king and queen. Yeah, the box office for the movie, for the merch, for the game, me and VJ control that. I install the gates that can't touch our money. Yeah, there you go. So the gates will be pissed off once you got her death. Yeah, Garth and Death are all shocked. Holy shit, Ivan's alive. And you get that thing with Hercules. Hercules, you can't do this to me. You can't. No, said, yeah. Your dad, he's a good guy, right? And Hercules is pissed off. He's like, you can't do this to me. Yeah, the gate's gonna tell me, Ivan, you can't do this to us, man. I'm like, no, man. You get what you fucking deserve. You're gonna pay a fucking price, man. You're gonna be abandoned for my glory. You're not gonna be saved. You're fucking wicked people. You did this evil to me, and I'm gonna kill you with kindness, and you're left behind. You're not saved when I'm king, man. You get what you deserve. There you go. They get what they fucking deserve because they're wicked people, man. Yeah, man. So Xanus will have crazy white buzz. Yeah, once I lose my book, you're looking at crazy white buzz around the world. Did you read Ivan's book? Holy shit, that's the best fast novel I've ever read in my life, man. It's a fucking masterpiece, man. Yeah, it's sick. My book. It's a fucking masterpiece. I know it's a masterpiece, man. Yeah. So there is biblical symbols in your book, yes. Tactius from the Holy Heavenly Northern Kingdom saves the Southerners from the cursed South, and he brings them to the Holy Heavenly Kingdom. He saves them from the devils, obviously. Just like Jesus saves all the believers, the people who were in Abraham's bosom, who were in hell, obviously. They were at peace, but they were in hell, obviously, and now they get to be with Jesus in heaven. Tactius saves the Southerns from the cursed South, which is like hell, pretty much, right? Symbolism of hell, you can say that, right? And he saves them from the devils, the Eretat and all them, and Ephesians and all them, and they get to live with him in the heavenly kingdom. Man, you get some biblical symbols with that, obviously. Sometimes I caught that. Yeah, there's some biblical symbols in my book when you read it. It's not a Bible story, but you can get biblical symbols from it when you read it, right? That's another biblical symbolism when you read the book, right? You also have the Moses symbolism. Moses saves the slaves. You have the Exodus of Sapphi's Moses symbolism. Yeah, a lot of biblical symbols in my book. You have some Jesus symbols with Tactius. Papyri as like Jesus' disciple. Yeah. Tactius trains him. He takes him under his wing. Yeah. The book's a masterpiece. Yeah. 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 I haven't chose Volume 3, no. Well, I don't want to spoil something. If I show you Volume 3, I'm going to spoil the whole story for you, man. That's why I didn't show you anything in Volume 3. Because Volume 3 is what Volume 2 and Volume 1 leads to. It's a dark episode of Take's life. He's facing the devil, so I won't spoil the story for you. That's why I didn't show you Volume 3. I'm not showing you more of my book. I already showed you guys enough. I spoiled some stuff for you, hence why I don't want to show you anymore. You'll see everything in my book. I don't want to spoil stuff for you, man. That's why I'm not showing you more. I hope you guys are impressed by what I showed you. Your book is sick. I don't know what's a masterpiece, man. Xanus is number 1. Number 1, yeah, man. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. So why can't the Southerners believe Taki is a Prince of Xanus? Because the Northerners never come to the South, hence why they can't believe that the Prince of Xanus would be roaming in the South. That's what you read. You read in that section with Lithium Bell. She's like, Lit, that's crazy speech. No way's the air of Xanus watering these parts. We're in the South. Yeah. They can't believe it, obviously. They always get the reaction, that cannot be. That's crazy. What are they doing here? What are they doing here? Yeah. Remember in the beginning of the Exopsophius? Men from the North. A Xanian here. What are they? A Xanian here. What is he doing here? They have that reaction. What the fuck are you guys doing here? It's shocking to them. That's why, especially the Prince of Xanus, or the Prince of Xanus, they can't believe that guy who has that wealth and status would come to the cursed South. And Taki took on a big identity. He was a farmer, and he all of a sudden claims to be the Prince of Xanus. They can't believe it. They thought he was an imposter. That's why Eli seizes him and he throws him in a dungeon. Is he on trial in the book? No. In the book, he does not go on trial. They arrest him in his bedroom. Whereas in the movie, I could do a thing where he's sleeping, obviously, and they come and they arrest him, and after that, they put him on trial. You know what I'm saying? And are you Clonius? I'm saying, because I'm looking at a sick movie like Jesus, like a trial like Jesus. Yeah, they don't believe he's the Prince of Xanus, like he's in the cursed South. I'm like, yeah, Ivan, you're looking at a masterpiece, man. I know. Looking at a masterpiece, man. This is better than the Rings. Oh, I know it's better than the Rings. Better than the Rings, yeah. 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 The book is sick. It's a masterpiece. Alright, you're crazy. You think Xanus was better than Lord of the Rings and Avengers and DC. Well, my stepmother told me my book is #1, which means it's the #1 IP in Hollywood if I sold out, right? It's better than all those IPs. It's bigger than all those IPs. It's better than all those IPs. Xanus will be the #1 IP in the anime industry. It'll beat out even Star Wars. George Lucas Star Wars. Disney Star Wars. George Lucas doesn't own Star Wars anymore. Bad mistake, right? Disney Star Wars will be bigger than Disney Star Wars. Yeah, it'll be huge. Xanus. Huge brand. Yeah. Alright, are you bluffing, man? What you showed us is really right. That guy, write that. Yes, guys, I wrote it. I'm not lying to you. What I showed you, I wrote it. No help. On my own. Because I'm gifted. I have to have any gift from the heavens. I'm gifted. I wrote it on my own, man, with no help. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, your book is sick. I know my book's a masterpiece, man. It's the best fast novel written. You guys read Sexual Book. You guys understand what I'm saying is true. Yeah, Ivan. There's something about your writing that's unique. Your story's so entertaining. Yeah, it's the more entertaining you read than all these fast unique authors. That's why I guarantee you, Penguin Roundhouse, Scholistics, Macmillan, they're all pissed off, man. I wish Ivan can sell it and come work for us. He's fucking gifted. Yeah. As if I sold out, the gates would put me with the big publishing houses like Penguin Roundhouse. Ivan will sell your books at the bookstore. You'll do a Jimmy Fallon show with VJ and everything. You get a feature on the magazine, but you have to share with the world. I'm like, look, man, I have my own keys. You're not touching my brand. Why the fuck would I sell out when I can open the door myself? I can open the door myself. I can easily self-publish my Xanus book. I don't have to sell out the Penguin Roundhouse. Yeah, and have them ruin my story. The editors are gonna ruin my story if they touch my story. Yeah, I'd be very pissed off. I don't want anyone touching my story. The Xanus story is mine. I don't want anyone touching it. There you go. Fuck Ivan, you're gifted, man. Come work for us. I know. But I don't need your help, guys. I have my own keys, and I don't need you helping with my book. I'm self-publishing my book on Lulu. I don't need your help. The money, the brand is mine. No one's controlling my brand. The Xanus brand is mine. The gates are not touching my brand. This is my brand, my money. It's not yours. You're not touching it. There you go. Well, some fans hate on you. Yeah, some fans will be like, yo, Ivan's book was raw, a little raw. I like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and Wheel of Time better. And Way of Kings better. I'm like, yeah, if you like those books better, you're entitled to your own opinion. Art hits everyone different ways. But be honest, man. Like, even though my book was a little bit raw in some sections of the dialogue, as you guys caught, did those authors entertain you the way I did? Yeah, they did Ivan. Yeah, no, seriously, man. Be honest, man. Like, what book is more entertaining when you read it, man? My book or those other fantasy authors' books? Your book, Ivan. Yeah, hands on my book's a better read. But most fans are gonna say Xanus is number one. Yeah, no author entertained the reader the way Ivan did. Ivan Zane's book's number one, and those books are good, but they're not Ivan's book. Yeah, my book is a better book than those books, man. As you guys read in the section of my book, right? Yeah, masterpiece. Masterpiece. It's a book worth billions, right? Yeah, $1 billion story. It's the best story ever told. Yeah, man. Masterpiece. You'll still have me read my book, man. My book's amazing. It's a masterpiece, man. Yeah. Evan. Did you really write Xanus with ease? Yes, I was not lying to you guys. The last one was Xanus, I wrote it with ease. I didn't struggle writing Xanus. I had writer's block in like 2 chapters. Land in Chaos, and Secret Council Surprising Arrival. Those chapters I had a little bit of writer's block. Hence why they're the weakest chapters in the volume. But it's still entertaining enough to keep you hooked. What I wrote it with ease. I did not struggle writing Xanus. I wrote it with ease. I'm not lying to you guys. What I'm showing you, I wrote it with ease, man. I didn't struggle writing Xanus. And yet, what you read is amazing. Yeah, I know, because I'm gifted. I have the gift from the heavens. God gave me the heavenly gift. And very unique. I wrote with these too. I wrote that with no brainstorming. I wrote that off the top of my head. I'm like, yeah, I was in class. I remember I was in. This is back in like 2018. I was in class. Like, yeah, I want to write a romance novel. This is why I didn't know those were locked me and I was God, right? And I just came with this idea and I started writing it, and it was off the top of my head. And when I showed Ivan, that was sick, I know. That was off the top of my head, with no brainstorming. Because I'm gifted, I have the heavenly gift. I'm an amazing author, amazing storyteller, right? Yeah. Gifted. Yeah. Yeah. So we just probably, yeah, Ivan, you did it, man. Yeah, I did it, man. I found a way to make money for me and you, man. I wrote the Zane's brand, I own the brand, I have the keys, I don't sell the gates. So this is brand, this is Blaze Dream, VJ, and it's our money. The gates do not touch my money. I have the keys, I don't have to sell to you, man. There you go. God made it easy for me. Yeah. So Ivan, you're not gonna let the gates do you? No. Even when they threaten me with death and I'm a bit scared of everything, even then I say no because I know I made the right choice. All I gotta do is just wake up 1 minute later in the hospital and I get it over with, man. I know it's scary to die, but like when you die, you're out, you're unconscious. So when I wake up, it's like when you sleep in and you wake up 8 hours later. Yeah, that's what it's like for me to die. I'm in that room, I'm terrified and everything, I cry and everything, and I wake up 1 minute later in the hospital and I get it over with. I come back to life. and I control the Xanus brand. The gates don't touch my money, and I get retail fresh myself for small health, and beauty. Yeah. But Victoria Justice really pisses me off, man. She keeps fucking guys every day, man. That's why I'm gonna get my girlfriend VJ. If you're pissed off, I'm sorry. It's too bad. Karma's a bitch because you piss me off, man. You fuck guys behind my back. You say you love them, then you let them hug you and caress you and kiss your cheeks and everything, and smack your ass and everything. And you text them and say you love them back. Last night was fun. Also, you think I'm gonna stay faithful to you and not get a girlfriend? You're crazy. When I get my girlfriend, I'm not gonna listen to you when you cry to me, VJ, because you're a cheating whore. I'm gonna ignore you because you're gonna keep cheating on me. You see those guys behind my back. I'm not doing that, man. No way. There you go. I know you're gonna keep seeing the guys, VJ. I'm not stupid, man. I hear you moaning every day, man. You're gonna keep seeing those guys since I'm gonna get my girlfriend doing it. If you're pissed off, VJ, I'm sorry. Karma is a bitch. In a way, you kind of get what you fucking deserve because you're fucking evil, man. Yeah, man. Well, Ivy won't do that to me. I'm like, VJ, I already asked Emmanuel on a date 2 years ago. And she said no. And she said yes. I would have been hanging out there to this day. I'm actually gonna pursue the chick at Denny's. I'm not playing around, VJ, man. If you're pissed off, I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. There you go. I'm not gonna do that, man. I don't want you seeing this chick. Okay, if you don't want me seeing this chick, stop seeing those guys. She's like, fuck you. I know, VJ. You want your full cake. You think it's okay for you to see those guys and fuck them behind my back and do shit with them behind my back, but it's not okay for me to do shit with one chick because you're fucking crazy, man. No, man, you're not gonna listen to me. I'm not gonna listen to you either, man. You're gonna keep seeing those guys and fucking them. I'm gonna get my girlfriend. If you're pissed off, VJ, I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. You piss me off, man. And after that, you cry every time to me and say you love me because you're fucking crazy. That's why I ignore you when you cry, man, because you're crazy. You're a crazy woman. Yeah. Sidetracking. Yeah. Xanus is a long book. Well, right now I'm at like 618 pages. So once the proofreader edits volume 3, my book will be a 700 something page book, maybe a 750 page book around there. So it's a long book. Like anything you can imagine. The book with Peter Jackson. I'll get the book here. Anything you can imagine with Peter Jackson, this book here, this is like a 500 page book. And it's this thick. My book will be maybe this thick around there, maybe this thick. It's a thick book, a long like 750 page book. Because the book is a masterpiece, and you're going to keep turning the page. You're going to keep turning the page. Obviously, it's going to go by in 8 hours. You'll finish the book and you're done, right? Yeah. Some sour. Yeah. So Ivan, Aratat does envy Tactius' throne. Yeah, he does. Even though Aratat's the king of the South is cursed. It's a cursed region. Whereas the North is a holy is a holy region, holy terrain. Hence why Aratat also envies the fact that Tactius is the prince from the Holy North, the beautiful Northern Kingdom in Xanus, whereas the South is cursed. It's cursed, yeah. See what I'm saying? It's cursed. Every time has an envy, he envies that, obviously. The same movie book, I won't spoil story for you. Yeah. So the north is Tachys' kingdom. Yeah, the north is Tachys' territory. He's the prince of Xanus. The prince. They call him either the prince from the north, the prince of the north, or the prince of Xanus, obviously. Was Eretas the king of the south, and also the king of Barak too, right? The king of Barak, the king of the south, and Ephesus is the king bad of the Gilead mountains, the mountains in the south, and the Gilead city. He's the king of that region. That's why I wrote a masterpiece. I look sick. So Suetonius thought the bats, yeah, he thought the bats were ordinary bats, but they're not ordinary bats. He's like, these are no ordinary bats, Suetonius. They are big and fierce and powerful, and they can even kill you, one who's trained Xanars. They are devils. He's like, oh, come on, we could fight them. And Cassius like, Tass, listen to them. The words might bring us some fair advice on our journey. I know, sick, man. My book is sick, man. The words might bring us some fair advice on our journey. The words might bring us some fair advice on our journey. Yeah, I'm no sick. I know my book is sick. You are gonna write dog. Yes, I am. Some of my dogs are a bit stiff and raw when you read it, as you guys read, but still entertaining enough to keep you hooked, right? My book is sick. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. Yeah. So Queen Sarah Taki's mother, she's the queen of Xanus, and Taki's her son is the prince of Xanus. So how does Taki's become king if she's a queen? Well, I don't want to spoil Sophie, because you have to read the book, right? I don't want to spoil Sophie, man. That's why I didn't show you. That's why I decided not to show you that scene in Land in Chaos. Otherwise, I would have spoiled the story for you. That's why I decided not to show you it. I don't want to spoil the story for you. I already spoiled a bit of the story for you. I don't want to spoil any more of the story for you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Tacius is the most skilled swordsman in the land. Yeah, when you read that scene, young Tacius, Meramis and Cassius, they say he has mastered every session of the arts as an 8-year-old kid. He's like, he is Tacti's boy. Royal blood runs in his veins. I'm now sick, I know. Obviously. So Tacti's is the most powerful. Yeah, in terms of potential, Tacti's is number 1. Then second behind him is Cassius and Meramis. Cassius and Meramis have like equal power. Because they're both like Cassius is the best range fighter in the north, the Northern Kingdom. Cassius is the second best melee fighter behind Tactius, and then third is Tacitonius. So you're gonna see John Boyega, he's a badass fighter, he's a northern, he knows his Zayn arts. Jimo Hantu is a badass fighter. Don Cheadle or Vigo or Russell Crowe, whoever I choose, they're badass archers. I think something more badass than Leg Loss, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they're fucking badass fighters. That's why my movie would be sick, man. Yeah, sick movie. Yeah. What did Tactics mean by I smile for them, for no generation is like this one here? I don't want to spoil so for you. You'll see how many read the book, man. And why was Cassius and Queen Sarah clueless? I don't want to spoil so for you. You'll see what I mean when you read the book. I don't want to spoil so for you, man. That's why, I didn't show you Volume 3. I don't want to spoil so for you, man. Yeah, man. What will fans like the most? I'm split. I think some fans might like Volume 1 and Volume 2 and they don't like Volume 3 because Volume 3 I take a totally different direction towards the story. And I think you'll have like 2 groups of fans. Some fans will like Volume 1 and Volume 2. They don't really like Volume 3 because Volume 3, I take the story on a totally different direction. Yeah, I didn't like that. And the other fans will say they love Volume 3, it's their favorite, or they like Volume 2 the best, and Volume 3 is their second favorite, and Volume 1 is the worst, obviously. For me personally, Volume 3 is my favorite because that's when the story gets deep and dark. That's when the story gets real. It's real shit, obviously. And Takis is in agony at the end of Volume 3. That's all I'm going to say. Some of his friends and family members are crying for him. The civilians are crying. It's a deep, powerful story, man. Yeah, that's why it's my favorite. But you can argue Volume 2 is better. It just depends how the art hits you. Some fans might even like Volume 1 the best. Yeah, I love the whole thing behind the wall of Xanus and all that stuff. Yeah, they might like Volume 1 the best, obviously. Hence why it's going to be like but I think most fans are going to like either Volume 2 or Volume 3 the best. And they say Volume 1 is the worst because Volume 1 is just the build of the story. And the chapters are very short. Volume 1 is not that long. Like, Volume 1 for the book will be maybe 100, maybe 50 pages. It's not that long. Volume 2 will be maybe 200 something pages. And Volume 3 is like 300, like 50 pages when you read the book, right? Yeah. Volume 3 is the longest. Volume 1 might be maybe 150, 60 pages. Not that long. But the 160 pages is going to fly by because it's so entertaining. You're going to be hooked turning the page. An hour and a half goes by, you're done Volume 1. 2 hours go by, you're done Volume 1, yeah. My book's so entertaining. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. Understand? Yeah. Yeah. Xanus is money, man. It's money. But that's why it's overwritten, yeah, man. So all the humans fear the wolves, yes. Even the Salamans fear the wolves. The wolves have never touched the lands, but even the Salamans fear the wolves. And they know the path to the north is dangerous, hence why, and they know the North don't like the Salamans, hence why the Salamans never come to the north. Remember how Job said, too few have been, whatever he said, too few have been to the north. Too few from the south have been to the north. Too few from the north have been to the south. Yeah, it's very rare for a northern to come to the south. That's why the Salamans are shocked when a northern comes to the south. And it's very rare for a Salaman to come to the north. That's why the northerns don't like the Salamans, obviously. That's why I wrote a masterpiece. And that's why you had that reaction. Oh my god, our northerns here, men from the north. Some kids were saying, yeah. You know, they were looking at the Tactius and Tacitus and Cassius a bit weird. He's like, it seems like Southerners don't take Northerns too kindly. Yeah. Like, what are these guys doing here in the South? Yeah. That's why, yeah. And they're making fun of Job. Yeah. Blazing them into trees, Southern. Yeah. How do I know you're no Southern thief? You understand? Very well, take our horses. Some said, your book is sick. My book is sick, man. Sick book. Yeah. Yeah. Do you describe what the baths look like? No, I don't. I give very little descriptions in my book. And Eretet, I give like very little description for Eretet too. And my worlding is vague. The descriptions of the characters and land in my worlding, in my book is vague. Obviously, I focus on the characters, but because I do that, my story is more entertaining. Whereas all these other authors, they focus more on dumping you with what the world is like, less on character, and hence why the story is not as entertaining, because they don't really know how to entertain the fans the way I do. Don't hate them, son. They don't know how to entertain the fans the way I do. They know how to entertain the fans, but not the way I do. I have the magic trick. I know how to entertain the fans and keep them hooked, because I have to have them gift them gifted. Obviously, my book's a masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go after the leave. I'll be back in a second. Scary really don't want to wait off a lot. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Don't hate him, son. Alrighty, guys. I'm back. I want to just again. I have to take a leak in the bathroom right. After this, I'm gonna clean my room a little bit. My room's still clean, but I have to clean it a little bit because my stepfather took my Chromecast, and I hate watching stuff on my phone. So I have to clean my room a little bit, and I'll take a shower, and I'll enjoy the show with you guys. And after that, I might watch maybe. I'll see what there's to watch online. Maybe Raw, maybe Burnett, maybe I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm sick and tired of Coco Footy, man. Coco Footy is a lot of work, man. Stressing on my body, yeah. It's tough on my body. But I haven't, yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I'm going to apply for the McDonald's. I can even apply at Pizza, right? I can apply it to Pizza too, maybe. I can apply there. McDonald's. Yeah. So if you don't like Coco Footy, no, I like the people there. It's a family, but dishwashing at Coco Footy is a lot of work. There's a reason why all the dishwashers who worked there in the past, they all quit. Because the work there is too much. Anthony quit. Yeah, Anthony's last shift was last week on Mother's Day. He doesn't work there anymore. He quit too because I know why he quit, because the work there is too much. He prefers, he has a moving job. I'd rather move than fucking wash dishes at Coco Footy. It's a lot of fucking work, yeah. Coco Footy is a lot of fucking work, man. It's a lot of fucking work, yeah. And that's why I'm going to be applying. I'm going to be looking for the jobs. The Dinty's job I'll keep. I only work 2 days a week there, but I'm going to look for another job. I'm going to apply to McDonald's, Super C, Elmer Barbecue. Yeah, I can apply for a line position there at Elmer Barbecue. Yeah. What about dishwashing? No, I am done with dishwashing. I'm never doing dishwashing ever again. Dishwashing is too stressing. I don't like dishwashing. Except for Dinty's. Dinty's, I'll work there. I won't quit Dinty's because Dinty's, I want to get that chick's number down. I don't hate you, know what I'm saying? I want to get that chick's number down. That's why I want to stay at Dinty's always. I like Dinty's. Dinty's is not that bad dishes there. But his Coco Footy is crazy, man. It's too much work, yeah. Sidetracking. Yeah. So Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood. My book is so good. The Hollywood companies will love to get their hands on my story. That's what my stepmother told me, man. Yeah, Hollywood will love your story, Ivan. But the Xanus brand's in mine. I don't want the Hollywood executives touching my story. They can ruin my story. The Hollywood executives are not creative people. They're business people. They don't know a thing about creativity. They're business people. That's why I don't want them touching my story. They can ruin my story. I want total creative freedom over my Xanus brand. I don't want anyone touching my story. I have my own keys. I don't need Hollywood. I can start my own films with VJ Bear in Hollywood. With the billions I make off the book, yeah. Why the fuck would I be in Hollywood? Yeah. A film studio in the path of the Hollywood system been better than Hollywood. I can fund Xanus for $2 billion. More than what? Hollywood would probably fund my Xanus movie for $350 million. $350 million towards Xanus won't cut it. You gotta put like $1.5 billion, $2 billion towards that if you want to tell an amazing story. Have a beautiful world with the South being cursed, the North being holy, the devil beings, the action sequences, the battle scenes, the world building. It's very important, yeah. The costumes, the weapons, the armor. You gotta put a lot of money towards your movie, man, for Xanus, man. Yeah. That's why Xanus is a masterpiece. And that's why the gates won't enjoy Red but zero, man. The money not supposed to be, it's not yours. You won't let me touch your money, not touch your money either. That's how it works, man. Yeah. So you won't let me make money in this world that I created. Ivan's not touching a dime of my money. And then when I pour my blood sweat into my book because you lock the doors with me, now you also want to take my money too. So you're selfish. You have a selfish way of thinking. It's not okay for Ivan to touch your money, but it's okay for you to touch his money. Well, you're not even God. You didn't fucking create this place, man. You didn't write my book, man. You didn't write it. And this is my brand. It's my right. You're not touching the money off my book, man. There you go. So I'm sorry. And they get pissed off and they threaten me with scare tactics. And even then, I'm like, fuck you guys, man. I'm not fucking selling you away, Google, man. The Xanus brand's mine. You already got a piece of my wife. You're not getting any more of a piece of her, man. I deserve to get VG all fresh myself, and I deserve to control my Xanus brand. You're not touching my what? My Xanus brand, and you're not touching my wife anymore ever again, man. You got your garbage trashy sex. You got your fucking deserve. I'm gonna get her a small house with the one really fresh. She's my wife. She's not yours. I'm not sharing with the fucking world, man. You guys are fucking crazy people, yeah. I deserve to have VGs myself. I don't want to share with all these trashy women on the world. You're fucking crazy, man. Yeah, man, you guys are fucking crazy people. Yeah. So I it will be something scary. Yeah, you look at something like the Mafia, man. Something like right now, I don't really think about it, but once the day happens and I see them pull out a gun or a shotgun, I'm like, holy shit, man, it's something scary. We're not fucking around, man. Either you bow to us or you suffer the consequences. I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'd rather wake up one minute and have you do it, man. No way. Okay, Ivan, you make your choice. You're gonna suffer for this. I'm like, fuck, man. And the evil hits me, obviously, and I cried. I'm stressed out when I pay the fee. Yeah, obviously. All I'm thinking about when I pay the fee is getting over with and running the fuck away with each and getting out of that demonic system, obviously, right? You're looking at something demonic with the gatekeepers, man. They're wicked people, man. Yeah, man. One man fighting all the most powerful gatekeepers in the world. It's not just the families. You have the gatekeepers under them fighting, right? It's something very scary. One man, Ivan O'Mara, versus an army of powerful men and women around the world. Because I'm a son of God, I have the keys. I'm more powerful than all of them, obviously. I have the keys to the kingdom, man. I don't have to sell the gates. Yeah, I have the keys to the kingdom. That's what I give the keys. The way I don't sell the gates, Ivan. That way they don't dupe you and they don't steal your money. You get VG all fresh yourself, smoking hot with a glowing beauty, man. Some sour, yeah. Yeah. So Ivan, that's the biblical system how Jesus made a Jesus went to war against Satan, yeah. When he went on the cross. When Jesus went on the cross, that was a war, a spiritual battle with Christ and Satan and his fallen angels. The symbolism of Ivan and Mary fighting the gatekeepers, who was the symbolism of devil, of Satan, obviously the devil. Ivan and Mary is fighting all the most powerful men in the world. It's war, yeah. One man, Ivan and Mary versus an army of powerful men. Just like Jesus was one man versus all the demonic horde on the cross, obviously. Obviously, right, yeah. And I defeat them, obviously, when I come back from death, when I beat the gatekeepers. They don't touch my money, I'm now king. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So when you come from death, when I come from death, everyone in the world's like, holy shit, man, Ivan's fucking brave, man. They threatened him with death, and Ivan chose to not bow to them, and he suffered death, and now he's king, and he came back to life. Vijay gets her healing, she's fresh. She sees the light, and he gets her all fresh herself in glowing beauty. and he controls his own money. The Gates don't touch his money. Yeah, the Gates don't touch my money. When I insulted them, I made out on my 50 on the book. They don't touch my money. I can now start Skies Entertainment, which is independent from the Hollywood system, better than Hollywood, man. And I can get the Hollywood actors out of the Hollywood system. I can pay them more than what they make in Hollywood for my movies. For the Xanus movie, I get John Boyega, Jimo Hansu, Avon, Joe J, all those guys out of the Hollywood system, and they work for me. And I pay them more than what they make in Hollywood, and I adapt that amazing movie based off my book, man. Looking at Matthews. John's like, your book's sick, man. I know, my book is sick, John. I was like, no, Ivan, seriously, man. John's like, Ivan, man, your book looks like a fucking masterpiece. I know, it's a masterpiece, John. Looking at the best movie children ever made. Yeah, man, it's a masterpiece. I love the character of Tassitonius. I know, he's an interesting character. And yeah, you see John Boyega in the movie, he's all cocky. I think me, Tack, and Cassius can handle some worthless bats. These are no ordinary bats, Tassitonius. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, come on, we could fight them. And you see Jimon too. He's like, Tass. He's talking to John Boyega. Tass. You know what I'm saying? He listens to them. The words might bring us a further advice on our journey. I am now sick. I know my book is sick, man. It's a sick book. Look at a sick movie. Yeah, man. So even when you're king, the Gates want you to touch your money? No. The Gates will never let me and VJ touch. The only thing they'll let us do is minimum wage, because minimum wage, you only make like your 20 grand. That's nothing. So the only thing they'll let me and VJ do when we're getting Gwyn is minimum wage. Because I made the billions on my book, that's my money. Me and VJ don't have our billions on our account. We don't have to do minimum wage, obviously, because I made the billions on my book. Because the Zane's brand's mine, I wrote the Zane's book, that money's mine. I make, I don't know, my 15 billion off the book. That's me and VJ's money. But we can't touch the Gates' money. They're never going to let us touch their money because they're greedy pigs. And that's why I came with the keys, though I can have my own money, man. The Gates don't do me, man. The situation's so serious that even when I'm king and VJ's king with me and VJ can't touch the Gates' money. We can't touch a dime of the money, yeah. Obviously. Yeah. But because I made the billions off the Zane's book, that money's me and VJ. I don't know, the 15 billion bucks, that money's for me and VJ. And with that money, me and VJ have enough money to pay our bills and live our amazing life. We can easily start our own film studio with that money. Put a good like $350, $400 million towards the studio lot. $400 million towards the studio lot. We can easily afford to pay the Hollywood actors their salaries with the billions we made off the book. With a $2 million budget. Yeah, easy funds, Zane's for $2 million, $500 million for the game. Yeah, the only way me and VJ can make more money is if we start businesses with our own money. We can't touch a gatekeeper's money. They're never going to let us touch their money, man. They're greedy pigs. That's why I came with keys. The way the Gates, I have my own money, man. And the Gates don't do me, yeah. I know you hate the keys, Ivan. You trip and you have anxiety and you think psychotic thoughts and everything. I have a mental illness, obviously. But that's how you open the door and that's how you make your reasonable use and that's how you don't sell to the Gates. Because you're going to open your own door. You have the keys to get them, Ivan. A lot of sell to the gatekeepers, yeah. Some Zara? Because Ivan, did you really write the last one? I'm like, yeah, I did. Ivan, you wrote that book? You wrote that book, Ivan? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, that's a fucking masterpiece, Ivan. That's the best novel I ever read in my life, Ivan. That was a fucking masterpiece, I know. Yeah, Ivan, I see your point. If you turn this into a movie, looking at a better movie trilogy than even Lord of the Rings, man, yeah. Peter Jackson would tell me, yeah, Ivan, your book I enjoyed more than Gerard Lord of the Rings. You're looking at a better movie trilogy than my Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Peter will tell me that, man. Mel Gibson will tell me that. Yeah, you're looking at a masterpiece, man. As I showed you guys, right? You're looking at an amazing story. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So they're gonna have that talk with VJ. Okay, VJ, I made $50 million for me and you off the Xanus masterpiece. What do you want to do? Do you want to do stand-up comedy? Do you want to be an author? Do you want to be a movie star? Do you want to do television? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to do, VJ? So Ivan, I want to be a movie star. Okay, we're gonna start Scotch Entertainment together. We start Scotch Entertainment. We put a good, I don't know, $400 million towards the amazing Grand Turismo studio. Allowed me to build a beautiful office buildings, everything. The games we were building. We're movie stars. Yeah, we're boss. We're funding the movie with our own cash. And we signed that mega 80-20 deal with Amazon. That's a massive deal, that Amazon deal. Yeah, man. Huge deal. Yeah. So the Gates will tell you we'll make you into Hollywood star. Yeah, and we're gonna make you into a Hollywood star. I'm like, guys, man, I'm not stupid, man. You haven't envied. You're never gonna let me VJ be billionaire. I'm not an idiot, man. VJ sold out. You won't even let her be worth $50 million. You're gonna do me. I'm not an idiot, man. You haven't envied. You think I'm stupid, man? Even when I'm poor, you take money from me, man. Really, Ivan? Yeah, even when I'm poor, the gatekeepers take money from me. Oh, Ivan, I need $60. I need $30. They're fucking crazy people, man. Yeah, man. You should pay rent and all stuff. Yeah, they haven't envied. They're crazy people. They're never going to let you be a billionaire, Ivan, the gatekeepers. They haven't envied, man. They're crazy people, man. The proof is VJ. She sold out. She's only worth $12 million. The doors are locked. They lock the doors in there, man. Yeah, I'm not an idiot, man. That's why I came with keys. That way the gates don't do me, man. Because they have a psychotic envy and greed towards me and VJ. They're crazy people, yeah. Xanus is mine. It's not yours. You did not write my book. Ivan, the money off your masterpiece, that Xanus, amazing Xanus book, that money belongs to us. I'm like, no, it doesn't. You didn't write it, man. Tell me one reason why that money belongs to you. Because we're the gatekeepers, Ivan. We control all the money in the world we control. We also deserve to control your money. Yes, you do deserve to control all the money in the world because you're the gatekeeper, but you don't deserve to control my money because you're not God. You didn't create the universe. I'm bigger than you, man. You may brag about being the god of the money system in the world. You own the value system in the world. I created the fucking universe. I'm bigger than you. I created this earth, this place. I created you guys, hence I don't deserve to control my money, man. Me and VJ are the rightful heirs, not you. You didn't create this place, man. This may be your house, but you did not create this house. Without me, you wouldn't have an earth to make your money, man. I created this earth with VJ. You don't deserve to control my money. You're not God, man. You're not the God of the universe. There you go. That's where we get the symbols in the Bible. How it says Satan is the god of the world. He's the god of the world system. Yeah, the gatekeepers are the god of the money system in the world. People see them as gods because they're the gatekeepers. They control all the money in the world. They're big fucking people, but they're not as big as me and VJ. We're the gods of the universe, man. We created the whole universe, man. We're bigger than them. And they know that. They're just blinded by their envy and their greed. They're crazy people. Huh? Yeah. And no way am I gonna let you take my billions of my book after me finding out you're the gatekeeper. You hid your wealth for 40 years. You had me work shitty minimum wage jobs. You think I'm gonna let you take control of my book? You're crazy, man. When you have all those trillions in your bank, no way, man. I mean, obviously, that's why they're gonna use scare tactics to threaten me. Even I say no. Like, they pull out a shotgun and a gun. I'm like, oh, I see like 5 guys pull out a shotgun and a gun. We're not fucking around. I'm like, holy shit, this is serious shit. We just cry, just cry, yeah, we just crying. Ivan, don't sell them. Garbage and trash. Our life will be destroyed. Yeah, she's scared I might check it out and sell out. Ivan, please don't sell. I'm trash. I'm garbage, man. I see hell. I want you all to myself. I don't want to share with the world for generations. Our life will be destroyed, Ivan. Hollywood's not what you think it is. I'm saying she's crying. Oh, yeah, you just crying. When they sit you upstairs, she starts crying, yeah. Obviously. She feels bad for me, obviously. Oh my god, Ivan. Yeah, she feels bad for me, man. Because I'm a good, holy man. A good, holy, innocent. Even though I have mental issues, I've been fucking my head. I'm a good, holy man. And the gatekeepers are wicked people, and then their true nature comes out, obviously. Because they don't want me getting beat off fresh myself. They don't want me controlling my own money. and being a multi-billionaire, living that multi-billionaire life, videos are crazy people, man. Even though you have your trillions in your bank, I don't know, your 100 trillion, 80 trillion in your bank, 150 trillion in your bank, and you want to take on my 50 billion on my book, man, you're fucking greedy, man. Oh my god, man. Let your greed and your power corrupt you, man. Yeah. Remember, I guarantee you know The Hobbit? Remember how Thorin, is it Thorin? Yeah, Thorin, he had a greed sickness. They were in the mountain, obviously, and you saw all that money. That's like trillions of dollars, right? And he doesn't want to share any of it with the elves. Remember how the elves went to war over the elves went to war over with the dwarves over the gold, right? And he doesn't want to share any of it. He has a sickness, obviously. I guarantee that's the symbols of the gatekeepers. They have a greed sickness. They're crazy people. You have all that money in your bank. You won't let me make money in this world. You also want to take my money out of my book, man, because you're fucking greedy, man. You're a greedy pig, yeah. They're greedy animals, yeah, but they're greedy pigs, man. Yeah, man. That's why I gave you the keys, obviously. That way the gates don't dupe you. Sarah. And he gave her the gift, that way you can write your amazing fantasy novels. Sarah. Yeah. Is it raining outside? It was raining earlier today in Elmer, but yeah. Yeah. So your book will have rave reviews when you release on Lulu. Yeah. The book critics behind the scenes are going to be calling my book an entertainment ride of a lifetime, popcorn fun fantasy, epic horror thrilling fantasy adventure, a page turner. You know what I'm saying? A literary cinematic masterpiece. Because when you read my book, it's like reading a book movie. Because the characters jump on the page throughout the book, man. It's crazy. As I showed you guys, right? Yeah. Raving reviews, man. Yeah. My book will be getting, like, I don't know, like 4.8 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. I think all the reviews for my book will be a 4 plus out of 5. Because for books, you have it out of 5, right? Someone's calling me, guys. Give me a sec here.